night wore thin, your breath was soft, your hand in mine. But morning came to draw the line. No words were said, just teary eyes. You kissed my chest and said goodbye. I begged the stars to make it stay, but dawn arrived to steal you away. Before the dawn took you from me, we lived a lifetime silently. Every heartbeat, every sigh was louder than goodbye. The sheets still hold your fading scent. Our time was brief, but heaven sent. I watched the sun rise cold and blue. It lights a world without you. Before the dawn took you from me, I memorized your final plea. Don't forget me, you softly cried, and I've been frozen since that sky. I walk through days of empty gold, a soul that's young, a heart that's old. No one can see the wound you left when you kissed me with your final before the dawn took you from view. I held a world that felt brand new. Now every sunrise cuts in two, and every morning still loses you. In a cardboard box of forgotten things, a dusty book of unsung springs, tucked between the pages, worn and gray. A piece of yesterday has found its way. Your smiling eyes, the summer in your hair, a frozen moment captured in the air. This faded photograph is all I have of you, a perfect line golden sand. You wrote forever on the back in ink. It's funny how a heart can break and never think about the cost, the price of letting go. A seed of doubt, you never let me sow. This faded photograph is all I have of you. A perfect lie in shades of faded blue. We were kings of a world we thought was true, but you burned the kingdom, and I'm left with the view. This faded photograph is tearing me in two. Does it ever cross your mind when you leave the past behind? Or is it just a memory for only me? This faded photograph is all I have of you. A perfect lie in shades of faded blue. We were kings of a world we thought was true, but you burned the kingdom, and I'm left with the view. This faded photograph has torn my soul in two. Just a faded photograph. You took the records, I kept the rain. We split the silence, we shared the blame. But in this quiet, I feel it still. A half a love that time can't kill. I dress each day like I'm alright, but your shadow haunts my every night. I laugh for friends, I play my part, but I'm walking around with half a heart. Half a heart still beats for you, though it's cracked and bruised in two. One side aches, the other hides, but it won't stop, though love has died. I see you out with someone new, smiling like we The streetlights bleed on the wet black tar. Another night beneath the lonely star. A sudden chill, a whisper in the breeze, and then the heavens open through the trees. I pull my collar up against the cold, a story that's been told 1,000 times before, and now the echoes in the rain are calling out your name, a symphony of sorrow, a masterpiece of pain. Every single drop that falls is a memory of you, washing out the colors, leaving only shades of blue. I'm drowning in the echoes in the rain. I see us standing underneath that old cafe sign. Your hand was warm, held so tight in mine. We were laughing, fearless, we were brand new. Said we'd last forever if only we knew that promises can shatter just like glass. A perfect moment never meant to last. And now the echoes in the rain are calling out your name, a symphony of sorrow, a masterpiece of pain. Every single drop that falls is a memory of you, washing out the colors, leaving only shades of blue. I'm drowning in the echoes in the rain are screaming out your name, a symphony of sorrow, a masterpiece of pain. Every single drop that falls is a memory of you, washing out the colors, leaving only shades of blue. I'm drowning in the echoes in the rain, echoes in the rain, just echoes in the rain. The snow was falling slow that night, your scarf wrapped tight around your smile. I said I'd never let you go, but I lied to both of us a while. Your eyes like fire in the frost, your touch a home I've never lost. But time pulled us like the tide. Now I walk these streets alone each night. Every light on every tree takes me where we used to be. Back to that December where we danced beneath the stars, when the cold just made us closer and we swore we'd never part. But forever was just a promise we couldn't quite defend. Take me back to that December where love didn't have to end. The fire's out, the room is bare, but I still see your coat on that chair. I wear your scent like second skin, a battle I won't ever win. The clock just ticks without a sound, as if afraid to turn around. But every shadow that I see brings December back to me. Back to that December where our laughter filled the air. Now the silence feels much colder and the snow just isn't fair. I'd give anything to hold you, to make that promise real again. Take me back to that December before we reach the end. Back to that December where we never felt the pain, when your hand fit mine so perfectly before we broke in the rain. And if time could freeze a moment, I'd never let it bend. Take me back to that December, to a love that didn't end. The window's shaking with the rhythm of the track, a one-way ticket and there's no turning back. The city lights are fading in the haze, lost inside a disbelieving daze. Your final words were colder than the steel. You never cared, was any of it real? I'm on the last train to nowhere, running from a love that disappeared, with a suitcase full of memories and despair, facing every single thing I feared. This This engine screaming out a lonely sound on the last train leaving this ghost town. We lit a fire with our words, built a castle out of trust, but love burned brighter than we knew and turned our dreams to dust. We kissed beneath the thunder, made vows we couldn't keep. Now I'm staring at the wreckage of a promise buried deep. Ashes of a promise scattered in the wind. All the things we swore we'd be, too broken to begin. The echo of your goodbye still rattles in my bones. Ashes of a promise, and I face them all alone. I found a box beneath the bed, photos from a life we planned, a letter you had never sent, still trembling in my hands. The clock kept ticking forward, we'll sing our broken song.